call signs Black Knight. If you're just joining me, flying a Wellington, flying the map coordinates given in the pre-scripted mission. Again, I'm going to be putting in the radio beacons to help navigate to the waypoints. We're going to be crossing right over Dover. I'm going to remove that Canterbury beacon. I don't need it. Should be a beacon right on Graves, or waypoint right on Gravesend, Whitstable, Dover, Hawkins, Rye. There's a couple of things I'm going to do with the NDBs that I'm putting in, the navigational beacons. So once I get those set up, there'll be a radio beacon for each airfield. There'll also be radio beacons for certain areas of the map. So yes, when you fly a scripted mission on Warbirds of Prey, you can grab a set of bombers out of Whitstable. So what you got to do is you got to spawn in your aircraft. You got to launch the mission. Then you got to hit escape, and then you got to grab one of the planes that are in the scripted mission. And I'm gonna hit eject and bail out of this aircraft, and I'm gonna try to get one of the guys next to me. And I don't think that I'm in the right aircraft. I'm in D. So they're still flying the mission. So I just got to make sure I get into seat B. I need to take control of the B aircraft. I don't think I'm in B in that one. How about this one? I think this is C. All right. Give him back to AI. Nope, that's B. That's who I want. Okay, now we gotta radiators. So I'm coming in and the radiators are not where they're supposed to be, but I'm good. I might have saved this aircraft from 10,900. Wait till that settles, and I'll go back up, and I'm gonna free up. You have to free the bombardier seat. 11,200. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 second count should get you to 1, 2, 1,100. 1,100 to 11,004. Still going up. No, 11,004 looks like we're stable. Looks like closer to 140. Okay, and 11,400. All right, final turn. So I'll call these guys in tighter, making our final turn from our Key West. Looks like we're going up a little bit more in altitude. 11,500. Looks like speed's 160. 40, 50, 60. So 160, 11,500, good. Now, I'm going to jump in back into the pilot seat. Let's hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My rad's wide open. Okay, now I'm going to fly and put it on autopilot the correct way. So you have to give up the seat in the bombardier seat Make sure we're bombing Marquis West. Yep. Marquis West sits right behind English or French Point. So we're right on track. Okay, let's do a quick radar. All right. So right now I have control over the bombardier seat, and I'm set up my autopilot. But what I don't want to be in control is when they get 5 minutes out. So I want to go back to the bombardier, and I want to give him back to AI. I'm going to give him back to AI until it says 1 minute left. So I'm going to start my stopwatch. He said 5 minutes. So I started my stopwatch. Right now, AI is in control of the bombardier seat. All right, we're about 5 minutes out, so I'm going to call my guys in tighter, which is tab 6, 1 at a spawn. Make sure that I'm running at 2180. Be careful, the rads. I've noticed that on this spawn, for some reason, they're closed. It's not the same as creating a large bomber flight at a spawn point, which I'm finding is causing our null errors, which I might have to go back to fighter command, which really sucks. The question is how to get control of fighter command, spawning the missions, taking off and taxiing, you know, or spawning them in air. How does one get a hold of fighter command? I think that this null exception or null error is happening when I create a group and get in the nose gunner. At least I can bounce between the nose gunner and pilot and line this target up. Target, not seeing it yet. Let's see, where's that winding river? And let's see, right there. Okay, I gotta come right a little bit. Again, can't get into the gunner seat until the bombardier seat, until I hear 1 minute to target. But everything is pretty much preset. Ooh, I'm only at 10,300. Target 1 minute to target. Encasement. Just to 10,003 speed. That's about right. I'm in the bombardier seat. Speed looks closer to 170. Gonna make an adjustment. Alright, now hopefully those guys bomb as well. So I think the 1 minute to target is the trick. To making sure they all bomb. That's the question. Will they bomb? There it is. Okay, swinging around to target. My guys are nice and tight. Those guys dropped way early. But that's good though. I'm dropping now. Okay, let's see how I did. Let's see if we get some bombs on target. Again, trying to get the What is it within the code at the bombs away that releases the bombs, which should be a command from the lead plane. So when I drop my bomb, should be bombs away, and then everybody else drops. Not a bad run on Marquis West. Getting the hell out of Dodge. All right. Working on a couple of different angles to incorporate some of the key aspects. Get this back on autopilot. If I can jump into the gunner's seat, I will do so. Anyways, this is Black Knight, just going through a routine on the Warbirds of Prey server, just working on a couple of different angles to incorporate some of the key aspects of what's in single player in multiple player. So calling in larger flights. Like I said, if there was a way to create a flight plan in the map, like for example, if I spawned in and on the map I created this flight plan, so by plotting these waypoints, and it created this flight plan for me, and then from the flight plan my guys will follow me to target. But again, I noticed that, again, I know Fatal was working on from Team Fusion was working on the taxiing. I see some of the real wonky glitches that's going on. I'm working best out how to make that function. Like, there should be a way to create waypoints on even the taxi, you know, and can I get comment any one of these recipients? I might not be able to. Let's see, wing one. Let's do that again. Recipient element 5. Let's see, that would be 521. Usually the operations on Warbirds of Prey usually takes about an hour to run the mission. So if you read the instructions, I'm working on bettering the instructions on how to make this all come together as I run for home. Try and put down at Manston. Return everybody to base. Again, also trying to create a script to get flight leader, commands of flight leader, subordinate planes follow, also a nearest airport so that the guys land. I've noticed that if you spawn in a large bomber group, number one, if we could just put with the tools on the map, for example, if I brought up tools and there was a ground attack point, I can do my flight path. As long as I can put this on the map, my bombers, like 3 waypoints to that target. So like if I just did a spawn experience, a lot like the single player experience. Because you can take a lot of those single player scripted missions and put them in with one whole environment. like I started working on a folder for Fighter Command, which I'll probably bring back. But it's just so hard to get the aircraft. Anyways, this is Black Knight, just a short little video. You've got to release the bombardier seat. If you do a scripted mission in here, you got to time it like after waypoint 5, the coastline here. This is supposed to be waypoint 5. I got to remove this waypoint. At this waypoint is number 5. Once you hit it and you're told you hit it, you've then got to free up your bombardier seat and give permission back to the AI to fly it. You know, so once you give it back to the AI, like I said, once you hit that 60-second mark, you drop down into the bombardier seat and do your bombing. See, I'd love to return these guys back to base. I can hit abort. Or I could say fly to the next. See, I can't get the next waypoint position. That would be the lead plane. But it should be whoever becomes the leader. Like I'm flying coder, web designer, the whole 9 yards. Which I can always go back in and grab the seat. Just some tricks of the trade I found getting this server going. Tried to reach out to an old wingman of mine that actually is a coder, web designer, the whole 9 yards. We flew in the RAF 238 together, going way back. Wild Willie. William, if you're out there, I'd love to get a hold of you. I've tried to reach out to you on Facebook. I don't have LinkedIn Pro, but I'll be calling your office number on Monday to see if you still exist or see if you're still interested in putting together a Warbirds of Prey server again. I know you did a lot of work in the beginning when it was released. Would love to have you join the team, because you're probably brighter at C# than I am. So connect to the tower. Request for landing at Manston. Landing permitted. I don't know if that's a voice thing, but you should have a tower saying landing permitted. Should be able to call out the plane too. That would be cool. So I launched the Marquis West raid. Everything went smooth. I'm gonna jump over onto the server and see if I see the null error. And grab the seat of the aircraft and fly the planes around. We're getting some kind of quandary there, because that would be great for if we could launch that way. that would be fantastic from a spawn base, creating the number of planes that we want. I don't know where my guys are. I've aborted them. See, I should have, it should send them home. For some reason, I've lost my look down. I'm not getting far enough. Yes, I'm losing my reading. There we go.
Morning, Harry.
Morning, Andy. How are you? All right, I'm going to end the broadcast here. You guys have a good one. This is Black Knight. Just working again on trying to get the scripted bomber missions working in Warbirds of Prey.